Hello, everybody. I am Jan Picek, Director of WOC 2021, and I would like to welcome you in on my presentation about our WOC 2021 in the Czech Republic. This is the queen of the WOC 2021, Tove Alexanderson, who won 5 gold medals in our WOC in the Czech Republic. And I would like to share with some information about WOC 2021 with you. First of all, I would like to say that in the first part of the presentation, I would like to say some general information about a schedule, about COVID, unfortunately, about budget or organization. And second part prepared Daniel Wolf as a sport director of WOC 2021. And he will show some best practices from sports sections. So something about maps, courses, and competitions. It's really nice, and I would like to, or I hope that you enjoy it. This is illustrated schedule of the preparation. We started in 2016, where the application was sent to IOF office, and of course we had to prepare the application. It means as a visit the terrains and to do some preliminary schedule of the WOC. But in 2017 was a decision that we are successful with the application for WOC 2021, and in WOC 2017 was the decision taken. But as a Czech Republic, we organized final World Cup in 2018. It was, or we were focusing on this event during 2017 and 2018. And after this, we had to make another decision who will be boss or what will be head of the WOC and some organization matters. So at the end of 2018, we built a really new team, which was especially nominated. And in 2018, we started with the organization. So at the end of this year, we started collaboration with course setters, with mappers, and with others. And we have to change the event center of the WOC, because in Mladá Boleslav, which we planned before, there aren't any good accommodation capacity for all athletes and for spectators. So we move to the Doxy, which is a really small city, but a really nice city with forests around. And there are a lot of capacity, accommodation capacity, because it's a really popular Czech touristic resort. So it's about a new event center, On February 2018, we had the first SCA visit in the snow, and during 2018 we got all important permissions. It's really important because some of the races were in the height protect area. In 2020, you know, COVID was appeared, and a lot of problems were in front of us. We are in the very difficult situation when the IOF offered us if we organize also the sprints, because before we should organize only the forest races. It means middle, long, and relay, and this is something new, but we decide that this is really important to have sprints distance for athletes, because the last one was in 2018, and 4 years gap is something what is wrong, I think. Also, so this is decision for orienteering, not for us, because a lot of works were started. In the summer or during the summer, the new SCA teams, our new SCA team was named. Also, 1 year before the WOC forest maps are ready, and we have already prepared the sprints or maps for sprints. Unfortunately, in 2020, we should prepare the Euro meeting, something like pre-WOC competition, where is a first point for organization. We try to prepare, then we are stronger, or where we will be stronger for WOC. Unfortunately, due to COVID, will not possible or wasn't possible to organize the Euro meeting in September, in October, but also in March 2021. In 2021, I will show you in the next slides about what is the main topic that the WOC tour was postponed to 2022. So this is very shortly about the schedule of the preparation. About organizing committee, I'm very happy that there aren't so many changes from 2018, where the organizing committee was started to work. So it's about the organization chart of the WOC 2021. We were very young team, especially Daniel, Jana, David, and me was celebrated 30 years in 2021, and Maciej is younger, and others are a little bit older. But we try to build really young, but I hope so that very strong team for all the sections. We have 8 sections of the committee: sports, administration, technology, marketing and media, human resources, arena, spectator races, and something like section of a head of the committee. We have already 2 supervisors, Petr Klimpl as a vice president of the Czech Orienteering Federation, and Jiří Schubert as a general secretary of the Czech Orienteering Federation, because the main institutions who organize Czech WOC tour was the Czech Orienteering Federation. This is our organizing committee from March 2020. We had all the organizing committees or all the meetings through the Zoom. So this is one of this meeting, and it was maybe better because it's faster. It's we couldn't go somewhere, and it's faster when we would like to share something very sharing something with others in very few days. So this is about our meeting. We had some experience from 2018 when all the organizing committee, or almost everyone, organized World Cup final in Prague. But WOC is something different. It's 2 levels higher. So we try to make some inspiration from the different kind of the sports. We have already in the Jizerska 50 really famous ski classic competitions, or MTB race series Kolo pro život is really famous in the Czech Republic. But also we were in WOC 2018 in Norway. It's really a nice atmosphere and big event, which it's really important to take some knowledge from these events, and some sharing of organizer about some topics. It's really important. It's really helpful for us. Unfortunately, the years 2020 and 2021 were about COVID. If we are talking about the COVID and COVID measures during the WOC and before, we spent many hours. But I would like to note some of this. First of all, 70% of all agenda with IOF was about the COVID, was about how to do it, what to do it. Is it possible to have spectators in the arena when we have to cancel some events like Euro meeting or WOC tour or banquet and etc. And it's very unclear situation from November 2020, or of course from March 2020, until WOC, because very different conditions in each part of the world. Different situation in the Czech Republic and different situation in Australia. It took more cost. It's a significant increase in the budget. And first positive feedback was from March 2021, when we organized the training camps, individual training camps for some teams, and it was really nice to see and to listen that the athletes were successful and were satisfied with the Czech terrains, with accommodations, with maps, and etc. Of course, as I mentioned, we have to cancel of many events. For example, we planned the events at school as a promotion of orienteering and as a promotion of WOC. I have already mentioned that we had to cancel WOC tour, or we postponed to this year, when the WOC tour was changed to the orienteering series, when in the March we have sprints in Terezin. In the summer, we use the terrains for middle distance in Izara Mountains, and in the autumn we spend some times with orienteering in Kokořínsko, when the relay and long distance was held. And of course, we have to prepare COVID bulletin with a lot of important information. I think that COVID bulletin is probably necessary for others, and something like bubbles. This is really important to have a bubble during the competitions, but we had some cases which is unfortunately positive, and we have had to do some restrictions during the WOC. So I would like to continue with more positive topic, marketing and communication. At the beginning of organization, we built a really strong team responsible for media, social media, and the website. We producing own series WOC Inside. It's on YouTube and on our social media. We build a new mobile app, which was downloaded by, I think, more than 1,000 spectators, athletes, and participants. And of course, before the WOC, we organized a lot of press conferences. This is picture from one of this with the president of the region. But especially from 2019-2020, where it's possible to organize some events for children, to pupils, and so on. We organize some events, and we participate on some sport exhibitions. It's really important, and we promote the brand WOC, but also the brand orienteering, because orienteering in the Czech Republic is not so popular as, for example, in Sweden. And of course, in 2021, in the spring, March and April, we discussed what to do where in the Czech Republic was locked down, and we couldn't organize any competition or any play or game for children or for schools. So we try to build some new brand, WOC Photo Tour, where you have two pieces of paper, maps, and the picture, and your task is to find the control point and say, yes, this is the picture number 1 or 3 or 4 or something like that, and the correct answer you can fill in our form, and every 14 days we have some celebrations, and I think 3 winners were average. So this is about our project, which we built or we started 3 or 4 months before the WOC, but I think it was really successful, especially for school. And some notes about the TV coverage or TV broadcast. It's some hot topic about, or from my point of view. We try to prepare the course preview in some different way than before, and I think that it was really successful. We prepared many months before. Second note from my side is cooperation with foreign commentators. We organize 1 or 2 days before the race, the meeting from several commentators, and to show some important maps, important points from the race that then you were really good prepared from our side to commentate some TV broadcasts. Also, we started with a drone in some races. Unfortunately, in Terezin, in the first race, wasn't successful because drone was stopped before the race. But some of the pictures from drones was shown on the TV broadcast, and I think is the future of the broadcast. We have a lot of feedbacks and a lot of discussions about the GPS tracking and the GPS signal, especially from the Kokořínsko, the area of the long distance and relay, when the signal was really bad. So we tested many times, as you can see in the picture. And I think during the race it was really good, because we collaborate with O2. It's a provider of mobile signal. But the logistic, especially also in Kokořínsko, was really difficult, because it's not touristic resort, or the means of transport and others stuffs are really tough. So the logistics about the TV broadcast was really demanding, and we have really good one guy who was something like director from orienteering side, and it's really good to have some person who is responsibility for this. And the last but not least one, the Karol Jonak. You know it, really famous and really important person from for orienteering TV broadcast. Our big advantage was that the Karol Jonak live 20 kilometers from the area of the long and relay area. So we can discuss many times what to do, what will be better, and this is really important for us, because we know that probably the WOC tour will be postponed, or or the arena wasn't with or arenas weren't with the spectators, and the TV broadcast should be the main product from the WOC for public. For us, it's also important some extra materials, especially only for Czech public. This is TV studio, which was at all arenas of the WOC. We prepared with the partner Kittel, and I think it was really good, because we can analyze some courses, but also the athletes during their race. The budget, because budget has been changed several times. It's clear, but of course we have we had many factors, adding sprints disciplines, increase cost of the COVID measures. Of course, when we cancel the Euro meeting or WOC tour, it's a big hole in our budget. And of course, increasing costs for providing accommodation and meals for the organizer. This is the main items in our budget, with increasing a lot of expenses. Okay, when we can check the items in our budget, you can see the expenses and income. When I start with income, you can see that we have a big support from state, but also with the municipality and region funds. This is really important for us. Entry fee is in the same level as a state support, and if you can see that the TV rights and live stream were very important part of the incoming. About the expenses, as I mentioned, some important increasing items, but for example, the biggest one were arenas. It's about the arena productions, tents, electricity, and etc. Of course, TV productions is also about 20% of the expenses. And of course, it's or not of course, but organizers cost a lot of money, because we have more than 300 volunteers, but they have to stay 7 days. So it's about the accommodations, about the meals, about some presents for them. So it costs much money. Volunteers, it doesn't mean that it's free. Shortly about sustainability. It's at the first, it was a really important topic for us, but we had to change. But we had to prepare the list of items, what to do or how to behave in all area in the arenas. You can pay by car. We use WOC app, as I mentioned, and we are focusing, or we were focusing on the region, so regional food, regional cuisine, diet, and of course use water wisely. This is the numbers about the WOC. Of course, you know that 7 days in 4 arenas in 7 different races. But what is maybe interesting, we have to make 18 kilometer square of the new maps. We have 181 controls in the forest or in the city, 307 athletes, and directly in the arenas were 4,000 spectators. In the Czech TV, there were 600,000 spectators, and this is number what is really important from the Czech side, Czech orienteering. As I mentioned, we are focusing on social media, so we have more than 6,000 followers on social medias, and of course 358 organizers and volunteers. This is our final numbers about the WOC.